Hey guys, how are you? This is our week number 3 for production and operations management online for our summer 2020. So just wanted to give you guys an update on what to expect for this week, what happened last week, and just what's coming up in the following weeks. So last week we did not have a discussion. It was a really interesting week because of the holiday, Monday holiday, and I figured, it's gonna all just kind of start blending in when it comes to the discussion. So I skipped that week on purpose to give us all a chance to catch up. Especially in my shoes, I have 4 other classes. All of them do discussions. I have to read through all of them, of course, interact with students. And you guys are sort of a smaller class, so it's a little easier to manage. But I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to now catch up on the discussions. This shouldn't impact your grade at all in regards to skipping a discussion. You should all have the same opportunity to make up the grade in any way. Nothing negative will happen in regards to not having a discussion for week number 2. So week number 3, this is where we're at. We're going to be talking about chapters 5 and 6. Chapter 5 deals with a lot of the compare and contrast and the 7 process structures when we're talking about a project, a job shop, the batch amounts, repetitive processes, continuous processes. So what I want you to do in the discussion is talk about or pick 2 of them that you can compare and contrast to. I don't want you to compare and contrast all 7 process. Just compare and contrast 2 of them. So it's going to take a little bit of reading, of course. In chapter 5 is going to give you the breakdowns of these processes, and you can then pick out a couple similarities and pick out a couple differences between the 2. Other than that, the weekly assignments are as usual. Nothing really different in regards to what our structure looks like. But if we start looking ahead, just to give you an idea of what to expect, week number 4, which technically is our midterm time. For this particular class, we do not have a midterm. We just have a final. So we're not going to do a midterm next week, but it's sort of the midway mark of the semester. So I would encourage you to take a look at your grade and see where you're at. This is a good time to sort of self-analyze where you're at and look at where you want to end. If there's something that I can do to help you, I'll be more than happy to listen to what you have. Make sure that you're completing all your assignments. Of course, Learn Smart is one of those hard ones that people sometimes get confusing. You guys are at a 200 level. You've done some of these classes online, so you're very familiar with the process. So I'm not going to spend too much time explaining that to you. Most of you are well into your degree already, and most of you are finishing them off. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. But next week we will have, like this week, a discussion and 2 chapters to complete. And then, of course, as I mentioned early on, this is a 7-week course. So week number 7, which is really right around the corner, is a final. So week number 7 does not have chapter work. It just has a final. I'm going to go in there and I'll give you some little bit of details just to give you a heads up and maybe even rest your nerves in regards to the final. I am going to make this final without a time limit. So the final is all the chapters, is the entire book. It usually has a time limit of 40 minutes, but I know that some of you have spoken up about that and have expressed your frustration about 40 questions in 40 minutes. And being that it's just the final and you don't have a midterm, I'm going to remove the time limit from that. So give me one quick second. I want to do that as I'm recording this video. It shouldn't take me long to do, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to sort of know what to study and what to do. Please note that these are multiple choice. It's 40 multiple choice questions. There's not going to be a time limit to it, but you only get 1 shot at the final. So different from your weekly quizzes that you have an opportunity to do it a few times. This is a one-time thing, so make sure you study for this. I will also mention that your weekly quizzes have a lot to do with your final. So if I was in your shoes, I would pay attention to the questions on the weekly quizzes because they might come up on your final. So I hope that helps, puts a little bit of ease to the thought that you only have a final, no time limit, so you have plenty of time to take it easy and sort of read through your notes or read through the book or whatever you do to help you. Um, I think that's about it for this week, guys. As for me, I came back from a very relaxing, long weekend during the Memorial Day holiday. As you probably have guessed by now, I am drinking my no, it's not a cappuccino, it's an espresso. This week has been hectic, a lot happening in the world. I encourage you to stay positive, and to stay safe, of course, with this virus still out there. Make sure you're taking care of your family and those around you. I encourage you to continue to focus on the positive things in life and look towards the finish line of all of this. And we're going to get better. We're going to definitely overcome these challenges we are faced with. We are a strong community, we are a strong country, and we are strong people. So I encourage you to stay positive, guys. Don't lose the focus. You are almost done. You are the one class that's so close to the finish line. So keep it going. Finish strong. If you need me, you know how to reach me. Send me an email, and I'll be happy to respond and do whatever I can to help you. Take care, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a great day.